Hello mates, welcome to Full Stack Java Developer. Today we are going to take this is the second mock in our YouTube channel, and this mock goes for Full Stack Java Developer. In that we are going to cover up the tech stack like start with the core Java, then advanced Java. In that we are going to cover up the SQL, then framework. We are going to cover up here Spring Boot, Data JPA, Spring Security. For Security REST API we are using JWT token, and architecture we are going to follow here microservice architecture, and the front end is React.js. And tool wise we are going to cover up here Apache Kafka, Docker, Kubernetes, Postman API, Swagger UI, GitHub, like whatnot. Everything we are going to cover up here. Then for that perspective we have here Akanksha. Then without delaying we start with our interview session. Yeah, hi Akanksha.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, Akanksha, brief me about yourself.
So my name is Akanksha, sir. I completed my graduation in information technology. Currently, I have 1 year of experience, and currently I'm working on banking project. So I have hands-on experience like technologies like Core Java, Spring Boot, React.js, Hibernate, REST APIs, Microservices, Kubernetes, and AWS.
Okay, perfect. Then we'll start with the technical discussion, and we'll start with the core Java.
Yeah.
Akanksha, there are 4 pillars in OOPS, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, brief me about those.
Basically, OOPS stand for Object-Oriented Programming Language, and in OOPS there are 4 pillars, right? So first one is abstraction, encapsulation, polymorphism, and inheritance. So abstraction means hiding internal details and showing functionality. So we know how to make a phone call, but we are not aware of internal process of poly. And encapsulation means basically wrapping of a data into a single unit. So if we see example of encapsulation in a Pojo class, there are different types of data and setup methods. They are wrapped up together. And
Correct.
Polymorphism. Poly means many and morphism means method. So polymorphism means the ability to take more than one forms.
Yeah.
And then inheritance. Inheritance means one class can acquire a property from another class. And there are 5 types of inheritance basically: single, multiple, multi-level, hybrid, and hierarchical. Multiple and hybrid inheritance does not support by Java. And if we see an example of inheritance, like we know RBI, and there is sub branch of RBI is like SBI.
Like this is parent-child relationship,
Yes.
right? Like child always goes to acquire the property from
parent.
Perfect. Now come up with the next question, and this is like very commonly asked into the question. Differentiate method overload versus method override in Java.
So basically method overload and method override are 2 types of polymorphism. So method overload means same method name but different parameters, and method override means same method name and same parameters. Correct. Static and final method allows to method overload, but static and final method does not allow to method override. Method overload is possible within single class, but as we know method override does not possible within a single class. For that we must need to use inheritance concept.
Okay. It means like for method override we need to use extends keyword there, right?
Yes, sir.
Perfect, great. Now come up with the next question, and this is very simple question for you. What are the access modifier in Java?
So there are basically access modifiers means scope of usability, and there are 4 types of access modifiers: private, public, protected, and default. So private means the scope within class. Default means scope within package, and protected means scope within package, outside the package but within subclass. And we know public means access from everywhere.
Okay, perfect. Then see, coming to next question, what is final in Java?
So final is a reserved keyword in Java. So final is a method, final is a variable, final is a class. So final variable we can't reinitialize, final class we can't extend, and final method we can't override.
Okay, great. Then see, now come up with the next question, and this is very commonly asked into the question for 1+ year experience. You can simply consider if you are working as a lead, then also this is like very commonly asked into the question, and the question is, what is solid principle in Java?
So basically solid principle we use for SDLC. It means software development lifecycle.
Correct.
And solid stand for single responsibility, O for open close, L for least cost substitution, I for interface segregation, and D for dependency inversion. So if we see single responsibility, it means one class should have single responsibility, means it performs only one task.
Yes.
And O means open close. Open close means the software component always open for the extension but close for the modification. L means least cost substitution, and it its derived type must be always substituted or completely substituted by their base type.
Yeah.
And if we see interface segregation means like the user or the client should not be able to implement the unnecessary things which they will not use in future. And dependency inversion it means depends on abstraction, not on concretion.
Okay, perfect. Then here I want to add some add-on points as well. See, like whenever solid principle comes into picture, right? You need to explain the solid as well, and additionally you need to add on some points. Like whenever you are working with the like real-time projects, Akanksha also working on the real-time projects in corporates. Then definitely whatever like we are going to follow the standards. Like your class first letter must be start with capital. Then method first letter start with the lowercase. Variable first letter start with the lowercase, right? Yes. And whenever possible, add the comments as well. That's why like if any new joiners comes into like development of this activities, right? Then definitely he or she able to understand the code snippets as well. Then such a things we are going to follow in solid, and always code it will be like clean, maintainable, and you know like you need to take care of redundancy as well, right? Yeah, the all parts comes under solid principle.
Yes.
And now come up with the collection framework, right?
Yeah.
In collection there are three important interfaces: list, set, map, right?
Yes.
List, it means it allows the diffusion of data, right? Then in list there are two classes available: array list and linked list, right? Yes. Differentiate the array list versus linked list.
So array list basically means it follows DDL, means data definition language, and linked list follows DML, means data manipulation language. Both are more suitable, like array list is more suitable for read the data, and linked list is more suitable for insert, update, and delete the data, and both follows insertion order.
Correct.
So if we see an example of array list, we can check our PhonePe or Google Pay history. And if we say example of linked list, we can transfer the fund through our PhonePe or Google Pay.
Yes, Akanksha, you suggested, right? Array list is more suitable for read the data.
Yes, sir.
Why like you are saying like array list is more suitable for retrieve, it means read the data?
Actually, we know array list has indexing like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Correct.
User was like easily able to get the entries. Yeah.
Like if you want to fetch data, then definitely we are able to point particular location,
Yes,
right?
yes.
That's why like array list is more suitable for retrieve data. It means read operations. It means DDL, right? And linked list is more suitable for manipulations,
Yes.
like insert, update,
Delete.
Great. Now come up with the next question, and this question again very common last questions for experience as well. What is concurrent hash map in Java?
So if everyone knows concurrent hash map was mostly used in multithreading environment to achieve the thread safety.
Correct.
Concurrent hash map does not allow null values or null keys. Concurrent hash map comes from java.util.concurrent package. Yeah.
Okay. Like concurrent hash map comes in Java 1.5 version, right?
Yes.
As you suggested, right? Yes. Then concurrent hash map mostly we are using with the like multi-threading environment to achieve thread safety. Great. And this is fail safe or fail fast iterator?
It's fail safe.
Fail safe iterator, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Then see again like sometimes if you are saying this is fail safe iterator, again question comes like what is fail safe versus fail fast iterator? Fail safe it means like in iteration if you are trying to add or remove the element, so there is key value pair, right? Then definitely concurrent modification exception comes at runtime actually. Then in Java there are two classes, those are the fail safe iterator. You know those two classes?
Yes.
Which two?
Copy on write array list, and second one is our concurrent hash map.
Correct. Great answer here. Then copy on write array list, and if you are using concurrent hash map, and in iteration if you are doing add or remove the elements plus key value pair, then definitely we are not getting such exception like concurrent modification exception. It means this is the fail safe iterator.
Yeah.
And in iteration if you are getting concurrent modification exception, this is fail fast iterator, right?
Yeah.
Perfect. Now come up with the next question, and this is like some of high level question, like what is executor service in Java?
Actually, sir, I never get chance to work on executor service.
Okay, great. That will be fine actually. Then I will add on some points actually. See, what is executor service? Executor service is an interface. Then mostly you are going to like create threads by using like extend thread class, otherwise implements runnable interface, right? Then executor service, by using that we are able to create thread pool. Then whenever required, suppose if you are going to think about like a retail e-commerce application, yes, festive season there are lots of requests comes, right? Then definitely such a request like asynchronous perspective, we are going to follow the executor service. One more example I want to give here. Suppose we are working with the banking, even Akanksha also the part of banking project, right? Yes. And in banking also there is available payment process. Number of like you can simply say like users that are trying to process the payments. Then such a like asynchronous request you can simply say we are going to follow executor service. And one more feature available there like completable feature in Java, right? Yes. Such a asynchronous program you can simply say like we are going to use executor service with this completable feature as well. Okay. Then now come up with the next question, and this question will come up with the like practical now. Okay. Then I am giving the practical hands-on, and this is very commonly asked actually for freshers as well as experience level. For that I am going to ask for Akanksha. You can write the code snippets to fetch second largest number from integer list.
Okay.
Then I will do the pen and paper here. Then you can simply consider accounts here. You have list of integers available.
Okay.
You can simply write the one line code actually, and we are going to prefer here to use the stream API. Fetch second largest number from integer list. So please take this.
So first list.
Okay.
And then we're using stream.
Great.
And then we compare it out. Compare. We need to use integer. Int value. And then
To list you are using, right? And
Yeah.
then you are getting there get of index 1. It means n minus 1 formula you are applying, right?
Yes,
Please
sir.
give to me. Yes. See written here code snippets. This is single line code like list dot stream dot sorted. Then in that comparator dot comparing, and then added the integer method reference int value, and then use here reverse function, and then see added the two list, like you are converting into list, right?
Yes.
And then getting like index of 1.
One.
Why 1? Second largest, that's why, right?
Yes.
Like n minus 1 you are applying the formula.
Yeah.
Correct. Then see here we have available list of integers, then we are using stream API, and stream API itself like function available, right? The filter, sorted, number of
Yes.
functions available
Yes,
there.
like
Then
that.
here you use the sorted. Why? Because we are trying to fetch the second largest number, right?
Yes, sir.
Great. Then see comparator is an interface. Again it will help us to like sort the record, right? Comparator dot comparing itself available function, and there we are passing integer method reference int value,
Yes, sir.
and then she is using here reverse function actually to reverse order, right? And again converted into list, and then we are getting the index of 1. It means n minus 1 we required 2, like you can simply say second largest number, right? 2 it means second largest number. 2 minus 1, then get of 1 see written here, and this is the correct like code snippets. Okay, great. Now we'll come up with the next, and next question goes on Java 8 features, and this is very commonly asked question nowadays, like what are the features in Java 8 and what are those you have implemented, you have used in your project? Yes, Akanksha.
So if we say Java features like lambda expression, functional interface, static and default methods, stream
Correct.
API, for each, parallel sort, optional class.
Yeah.
So basically I use optional class to avoid null pointer exception, collectors to count the data.
Correct.
Stream API is for like perform the operations like
Yeah.
sort, filter, map, flat map, that type of.
Okay, great. Like you use stream API, you use optional class as well, right?
Yeah.
Avoid null pointer exception. Stream API for like collect,
Yes,
filter the
filter.
records, sort the records, correct?
There is
Great.
stream datetime API also to like
Okay,
for
you
the
use the local data as well there?
Yeah.
Great, perfect. See, like such a great features like we are using, you know, like if you are using date concept, always each and every project we are dealing with the date, right? Then see, if you are going to check the SQL date format, there is by default available YYMMDD,
Yes.
and in Java 8 there is two classes introduced in date, like local date and local date time. Then local date format you can simply say YYMMDD itself, and local date time it means YYMMDD, then hours, minutes, seconds and milliseconds. Great, like such a features we are going to use in our project day to day as well. Then stream API to search, sort, filter the records as well, and so number of like features available there. And optional class, it will help us to avoid the null pointer exception, right?
Yes, sir.
And number of places we are using lambda expression. Suppose you are going to use like custom exception, even custom validations as well, right? That time also we are going to use the lambda expression. Then if you want to check those, so already we have covered sessions in our YouTube channel as well. Then now we'll come up with the next question, and this question again Java 8 itself. You can simply tell me like what are the intermediate and terminal operations in stream API?
Okay, so those are stream API operation.
Yes.
Intermediate and terminal. So intermediate operations means the operation which are performed in chain inroads, and terminal it means like it gives the end result.
Correct. Like it produces the output, right?
Yes, it
Great.
directly produces the output. And for intermediate we need to use like sort, filter, map, flat map.
Correct.
And for terminal we can use like mean, max, for each, count, sum.
Okay, it will produce the output, right?
Yes.
Correct. Great. Then see, now we'll come up with the next, and next is like design patterns we are using in Java, right?
Yes, sir.
Like there are three types of design patterns available: creational, structural, and behavioral. And then as a 1 year experience, I will ask like one question on design patterns as well. Like, you are aware of the factor design pattern?
Yes, sir.
Okay, can you please brief me about this factor design patterns, and where you have implemented. Yes.
Yeah, actually, factory pattern design pattern is a creational design pattern. And factory pattern design pattern is also known as virtual constructor.
Great.
Like when we don't want to expose our logic to the client,
Correct.
we only want to give a virtual what we have did.
Correct.
So that time I have used factory pattern in my e-commerce project.
Correct.
So there we have many sections, different sections like electronics, food section, health section, clothes wear. So that time I need to create different virtuals there. So at that time I use factory pattern. To
Great. Then see factory pattern, like we are able to use in banking as well. Even we are able to use in retail e-commerce as well. We'll think like banking example, right? Yes.
Yeah.
In banking, suppose like you are trying to like checking the accounts, like there is available saving account, demat account, current account, even you can simply say salary account as well, right? Yes. Again, you have available credit cards, like different types of like gold, platinum, different types of credit cards listed there, right? And if you come up with the loan, there is number of types of loan available, right?
Yeah.
Like home loan, business loan, vehicle loan, agri loan. There are 25 plus types of loan available, right? Then if you are going to apply for a home loan, it will fetch only this data, right? And same whatever like Akansha suggested, she is the she was the part of e-commerce as well, right? Some clients. Then see the best example she already given, right? You have available different types of category like sports, electronic, healthcare. And if you want to fetch only like sports data, then definitely we are able to fetch this data itself, right? Then instead of like fetching all data within single request, once you require, then we are going to fetch this data. Such as like practices, we are going to follow the factory pattern as well, correct?
Yeah.
Great. Then now this is the right time to go ahead with the SQL, like advanced Java. Then we'll start with the SQL concepts as well. Then see SQL concepts. First, I will ask you need to write the SQL query. Okay. Yes.
Fine.
And again, this query also like very commonly asked into the question. Akanksha, you need to write the SQL query. Fetch like department wise highest salary. Okay. You can simply write the SQL query for that. Yes. Please take this.
Select.
Yeah.
Department name. I need to fetch the max salary, right?
Yes. Department wise max salary.
Yeah. Salary.
Yes.
Employee table. I was using a group by.
Okay. Says using here group by on the basis of column like department name, right?
Yeah.
Great. Yes. Please give to me. Yeah. The query also correct here actually. It's written here. Select department name. Then max like you are using aggregate function here, right?
Yes, sir.
Great. And there is EMP salary from employee. Then group by you are using on the basis of that column like department name itself, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Correct. This query also correct. Then now we'll come up with the next question, and the next question again comes on SQL only. What are the aggregate functions in SQL?
There are 5 aggregate function in SQL like
Correct.
mean, max, sum, count, and average.
Great. Okay, and you also use those in your projects as well, right?
Yes, sir.
Great. Then see, now we'll come up with the next, and this is the right time. We'll start with the framework actually, because you know mostly questions comes on Spring Boot as well, right? Yes, and Spring Boot as well. Then see, the first question goes for Akanksha. What is Spring Boot, and what are the features available in Spring Boot?
Okay. So Spring Boot is a very popular Java-based framework.
Correct.
Because it was supported by Java.
Yeah.
The features, if we say features of Spring Boot like no XML configuration, inbuilt Tomcat server, dev tool dependencies, live, it's like use faster development, and we are able to create production ready application within a minute.
Great.
Faster deployment also.
Okay, it means like it impacts on development goes very faster,
Yes.
right? Okay. Like such a great features in Spring Boot, that's why Spring Boot is so popular, right?
Yeah.
Nowadays. Perfect, great. And the answer also correct actually here. Now we'll come up with the next question goes like what are the HTTP methods, you are aware of that?
Actually there are 7 HTTP methods, but from them 5 are most important like get, put, post, patch, and delete.
Okay.
So
Can you please elaborate more about those 5 HTTP methods?
Yeah, so like we use get to read the data. Put is like for updated data. Post is for save the data. Patch is like for update the partial data. And
Partial it means like which scenario we are using. Suppose we are in banking, right?
Yeah.
Suppose you want to like change address or change contact number, right?
Yeah.
Such a like things we are going to say partial updates, right? That time we are using patch mapping. And the next one is
delete.
Okay, delete for
Delete data.
delete data
Yeah.
by its ID, otherwise you are able to delete all data as well,
Yeah.
right? Great. Then now come up with the next question, and next question is what are the HTTP status code? Like you are aware of that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So HTTP status code are like 200 series for OK, created.
It means like success, right?
Yeah, it
Yes.
means like success. 300 for informational.
Great.
400 for client side error.
Correct.
500 for internal server error.
Like server side errors.
Yes,
Okay.
like server side error.
Yes. Then give me like at least 5 HTTP status code from your side.
200 for OK. 201 for created. 400 for like a bad request. 401 for unauthorized.
Okay.
500 for internal server. And 501 for bad request.
400 bad request, right? 502 like we are going to say like bad gateway, right?
Yeah,
502 and 503 it means like service unavailable, right?
Yes.
Akansha, like I want to ask like one HTTP status code, and this is also like very commonly asked, mostly like those who are working with the Postman API, they are aware of that. But if you are not working with the Postman and if you are using day to day like Swagger, right? You are not aware of that as well. Then I want to ask this tricky questions to Akansha. When like we got like we get like 405 HTTP status code.
When method is not allowed.
Okay, in which scenario? Can you please elaborate more?
Actually, like in Postman, if you want to delete data, but we have selected get this gate.
Okay, correct. I want to elaborate more things here actually. See, this question as a tricky you can simply consider. 405 mostly comes in Postman API. It never comes on Swagger because Swagger already API documentation for us, right? Yes. Then in Postman API, suppose you are trying to like, you can simply say delete the data, and by default there is available gate selected, right?
Yes,
and if you forget to select the like method there, then definitely you are getting 405 means method not allowed. Correct. And this is the correct answer actually. Then whatever starts with 200, those are all are the success. 300 those are the informational. 400 those are the client side error, and 500 those are the server side. Yes. And day to day you are getting lot of like status code issues there, right? Yes. And easily you are able to fix it as well. Correct.
Yes, sir.
Great. Now come up with the next question. And next question, what is the usage of @qualifier annotation in Spring Boot?
Okay, so @qualifier annotation we need to use when we have two bins but with same name. So definitely at that time we face ambiguity problem.
Correct.
So we must need to declare one bin as a primary. So at that time we have to use
@qualifier, right? Okay, perfect. Like if two bins are same name, then definitely ambiguity problem comes into picture, right?
Yes,
okay.
Sir.
To resolve it, we are using @qualifier with @primary annotation, there,
Yes,
right?
sir.
Yes. Great. Then now come up with the next, and this is the right time. We'll move on microservice based like questions. Then Akanksha, like tell me what is microservices and what is the architecture of microservices?
Okay, so microservices means when two or more Spring Boot module comes together, they are communicating with each other.
Correct.
And like architecture of microservices, if we see everyone is using mobile phone currently, so we hit the client request to the API gateway
Correct.
API gateway, and that API gateway travels that request to the different services.
Correct.
And that services take that request and again travels back to the API gateway, and then we will able to see what we have searched or what we are doing in our mobile phone.
Correct. Even like there we are using Eureka server as well, right?
Yeah,
Here like we have added like Eureka server dependency there, right? Yes. And all the instances are registered there, right?
Yes.
Yes. And whenever client, it means like we are saying instances. There we are adding the Eureka discovery client dependency, correct?
Yes.
And in Eureka server, it means service registry. There is available dashboard as well, right?
Yes, sir.
There we are able to see like what are the services up and running, right? Yes. Even correct. Yeah. Like whatever you suggested, there we are able to see like trace everything, like what is the status code. Sorry, what is the port number available there, right? Yes. And even IP address as well we are able to trace. And whatever like you have suggested like history dashboard to monitor the system health.
Yes,
and Zipkin and Sleuth we are able to trace distributed log as well, correct? Yes. Then on the basis of that only, I want to ask the next question actually, design patterns. What are the design patterns you are aware of in microservices?
Yeah, in microservices design patterns are like Saga design pattern, polyglot, circuit breaker, API gateway.
Correct. And CQRS and event driven as well, right? Okay. I will add on some points here actually. Saga design patterns, it means service per DB, right? Each service we have available unique databases, right? You can simply say service per DB, right? Then next we have available the API gateway. API gateway is the single entry point, right? Whenever end user hitting the request, either mobile device or otherwise laptop browser, right? Web browser, you can simply say it comes at API gateway, and API gateway transfers this request to particular services, and again it giving the response as well, right? Yes. And API gateway itself, like we have implemented circuit breaker pattern there, right? Yes. And next we have available CQRS as well. Then event driven, we are come up with the like microservices. And have you heard about like polyglot design pattern as well?
Yeah, I have heard.
Yes. What is this?
Actually, I never get chance.
Okay. Like I want to add on some points here, like polyglot design pattern. It means like different services, right? Suppose like some services communicate with the like data JP, it means SQL, and
Yeah.
some they are going to communicate with like you can simply say like NoSQL, like MongoDB. Then different persistence we have available. It means some data we are going to store in SQL, some data we are going to store in
MongoDB.
NoSQL, like
Yeah.
MongoDB, whatever you suggested, right? Yes, that's called like polyglot design patterns we are going to consider.
Okay.
Great. Then see, now come up with the next. Whatever you have suggested, like circuit breaker, also you are happy with that, right?
Yeah.
Then tell me what is circuit breaker actually, and brief me like in detail. Yeah.
Circuit breaker is one of the design pattern of microservices. We use circuit breaker in microservices.
Correct.
If our one service is not working currently,
Mm-hmm.
so we can check that using circuit breaker.
Correct.
For that we need to create fallback method there.
Okay, and there are 3 states, right?
Yeah.
Akanksha, what are those?
Open, close, and half open. So basically, close means the service which was currently running,
And giving the response as well,
Yeah.
right? Perfect.
and open means the service which was not currently running, and half open means like client have or hit the request to the service.
Okay.
If it was currently running, it was goes to close, and if it was not running, then it was goes to open.
Okay, perfect. Like circuit breaker, this is the design patterns actually. Mostly we are going to like follow here like fault tolerance, right?
Yeah.
Yes, if any service is down, then definitely fallback URI comes into picture. For that, we are going to implement the fallback controller as well. You can simply select fallback mechanism we are going to implement there. And there are 3 states available, whatever Akanksha suggested here: close, open, half open. Like if you can simply say status as closed, it means service giving the proper response there, right? Because microservice, it means distributed applications. 2 or more Spring Boot module, they are going to communicate with each other, right? Great. Then see, like if service giving the response, we'll say the status as closed. If service is not giving the response, right, then status will consider as a open. And again, we are continuously hitting the request. If giving the response, then definitely you can simply say in that case like this is half open. But if it giving the response, it will mark as a closed. But till if it's downstream, and if it's not giving the response, we'll say this status as open itself, right?
Yes, sir.
Great. Then now come up with the next, and this is the right time. We'll start with the front end because we are going to cover here entire full stack, tech stack interview questions, right? Yes. Then front end perspective, I will start with the basics JavaScript, as like you have 1 year experience, right?
Yes,
You are aware of the JavaScript as well, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Then Akanksha, tell me what are the features added in ES6 actually?
So first ES6 is like ECMAScript 6.
Correct.
Features of ES6 like let and const, arrow functions, classes, methods, import and export.
Okay, great. Like whatever is suggested, those are the all features added in ES6. ES6 it means like ECMAScript 6, right?
Yeah.
Yes. We have before like ES6, it means in the year of 2015, right? Before that, you are able to declare the variable only var keyword, but nowadays we have options available, let and const as well. And let and const we have block scope, right? And var have function scope available, right? Even we are able to use arrow functions as well, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Even we have spread operator as well, copy the object, correct? Yes. Now come up with the next question. And the next question, this is like practical question I am going to ask for Akanksha, like how your React.js communicate with the backend as a Spring Boot.
Okay, so React.js for communication of React.js with the backend. In front end, we must need to use Access as HTTP third party.
Correct. It means like you are saying like React.js don't have capability to communicate with the backend, right?
Yeah.
For that we need to use HTTP third party library, right? Which one? Axios.
Yeah.
Correct.
And for backend in controller layer, we must need to add cross origin annotation.
Correct. This annotation will be required because the Spring Boot, like the port number is different and the React is different port number, right? Yes. And by using Axios, like you are able to call like Axios.get, post, put, patch, delete. Though already we have covered this like question and answer part in Spring Boot itself, right?
Yes.
Correct. And now come up with the next, and we'll start with the like tools. Then Akanksha, like you work with somehow Apache Kafka as well, right?
Yeah.
Then tell me what is Apache Kafka and what are the like components in Apache Kafka?
Okay.
Yeah.
So Apache Kafka is like a streaming messaging platform, and the components of Apache Kafka is like broker, topic, producer, consumer, and partition. To understand these components more, I will explain the example of WhatsApp.
Yeah.
So WhatsApp is like broker, and in WhatsApp we have different types of groups, community. So that group means topic, and we have admin for that.
Correct.
So admin means producer, who is going to produce the message.
Publish the message, right, in WhatsApp group, correct? And somehow like the members, they sometimes like data is off, sometimes data is on, right?
Yeah.
And they are going to consume the messages, right? But data never goes to loss, right?
Yeah, because we have partition for that, which is used to save the data.
Great. Partitions we are going to use for like store the messages there, right?
Yeah.
Great. Then Apache Kafka, I want to add on some points here. Apache Kafka we are using for like streaming platform, like whatever Akanksha suggested for messaging platform, right? Yes. And number of places, even in e-commerce application also we are using Apache Kafka. like they send notifications there, right? Yes, for tracking the orders as well. Even in banking application as well, like we are using Apache Kafka, right? Streaming platform you can simply consider, right? In banking also we have number of times like notifications we are going to send there, right? Yes. And there are 5 types of components available, whatever you have suggested, right?
Yeah.
The first one is you can simply say producer. The second one is consumer. Third one you can simply consider here broker, which means platform, right?
Yeah.
See, already given the example of WhatsApp. What I like actually this example, because everyone they are using WhatsApp platform, right? This platform, it means you can simply consider as a broker actually. And we have WhatsApp group. This group, it means you can simply consider as a topic actually. And we have partitions. It means you can simply say the messages, it will be stored in partitions. Then WhatsApp like group admin, it means we'll consider as a producer, it means publisher.
Yeah.
He goes to publish the message. And the consumer, it means member, they are going to consume, it means they are going to read the messages there, right? And for that perspective, we are going to implement the Apache Kafka platforms in our real-time projects as well. Okay, now come for the next question, and this is again very commonly asked interview question for like freshers to experience level. And each and every project, like this part is implemented. Sometimes it's already, but if you are going to work on like start from scratch, right? Then you have to implement this part. And the question is, like securing the REST API, we are using JWT token, right?
Yeah.
Then Akanksha, brief me about what is JWT and what is the structure of JWT token.
Yeah. So JWT means JSON Web Token.
Correct.
And the structure of JWT is like we have in that structure header, payload, and signature.
Correct.
If you see header is means algorithm. We use algorithm. If we see a payload
the
means
algorithm
claims.
is which algorithm you are aware of that? Like HS256. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Yeah.
And then payload. So payload means claims. Claims means the information of that user.
Correct.
And in signature, header plus payload
plus secret key, right?
Yeah, the generator secret key.
Great. And the flow always goes like end user, it means client, they are hitting the request, right?
Yeah.
They are passing the username, password, they are sending to backend, right? Because client, it means like end user, mostly they are using React form, right?
Yeah.
Yes. As a developer, like mostly we are using like Spring Boot, we have Swagger authorized Postman API, right?
Yeah.
There we are passing, but real time the client hitting the like request, they're passing the username, password, right?
Yeah.
Then backend it will take care of generating the token if username and password is valid, right? And this token again they are sending to front end, right? Yes. And front end side they are going to store this token at where, like we have session storage available there, right? And every subsequent request we are passing this token to backend, and backend goes to validate this token, and if it's valid, then and then we are allowing to access the APIs. And if it's not valid, then which status code we are returning? 401, whatever you have suggested, right? In Spring Boot itself, right? 401, it means unauthorized. Unauthorized user, they are trying to access our APIs, right?
Yeah.
Great. And this is correct answer actually. Now come up with the next, and next it goes on cloud platform.
Okay.
Sorry. See, Akanksha, this question for you. What is AWS and what are the services you use in your project?
Okay, so AWS means Amazon Web Services.
Correct.
Which is basically cloud platform.
Yeah.
And services I use in my project are like RDS, EC2, Elastic Bean, Lambda. So I have used multiple services.
Okay, great. That will be fine actually. Yes. Now come with the next question. You work with Agile practices?
Yeah.
Okay. Then tell me what is Agile and what are the ceremony we are going to follow in Agile?
Okay, so Agile is like we have used to increase the productivity of our application. And the
teammates as well, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And the ceremonies of Agile is like sprint planning, daily scrum, backlog refinements, and
retrospective, right?
Yeah, retrospective.
Yes. Whatever like see highlighted here like Agile, why we are going to use it, right? Then see the Agile itself, like you can simply say practices. Almost all corporates they are going to follow, because every like teammates they will be productive actually within that software development life cycle. And there are 4 ceremonies available: sprint planning, scrum call, then backlog refinement meeting, and last one is retrospective meeting, right?
Yeah.
Sprint planning, it means whatever like we are going to deliver, though things we are going to discuss within sprint planning, including story, task, and everything actually. This happens at the start of sprint. And whatever like you suggested here, right? DSU, it means daily stand-up we are doing there actually. Scrum call, right?
Scrum call.
And there are 3 things we are going to highlight. Which 3 things, Akanksha?
What you did yesterday, like
correct.
What you are doing.
Correct.
And which problems are you facing in that?
Perfect. Like see, whatever suggested, those are all are the correct. Like what you did yesterday, what are you doing now, and which problems you are facing. Those points you need to highlight. Only for like within 2 minutes you need to highlight. Scrum call is not the solutioning call, right? This is just like status call we are going to consider.
Call, yes.
Next, like backlog refinement meeting. Mostly, you know the backlog at college time as well, right? Those like not doing the good, then definitely backlog comes into picture, and you know what is the impact of backlog, right? You can simply think about your college campus days. Same happens in corporates as well. Okay. Then if you are doing the active work, then you're not going to worry about to join the backlog refinement meeting as well. Okay. And the last one, we have available retrospective meeting, right? There we are going to discuss like what went well, right? This
Yes.
is the right time to say thanks. We will help us, right?
Yeah.
And we are going to create a positive energy for next sprint. Great. Now come up with the next, and this is like question for you on GitLab. Actually, you are using GitLab, right, as a
Yeah.
version control tool.
Yes.
Perfect. Then Akanksha, tell me, whenever you are going to work on feature branch, right?
Yes.
Then you are creating the feature branch.
Yes.
Then which command you are going to follow to create the feature branch?
To create the feature branch, we must need to use like git checkout -b and that branch name.
Okay, correct. Git checkout -b, and then we are using branch name there, right?
Yeah.
And coming to last question here, and this is question for you, like which is the most like challenging task you handle actually
Okay.
in your project?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So recently we want to migrate our project from Spring Boot 3 to 4.
Correct.
Currently we have Spring Boot 4 version also.
Yes.
So that time I was facing a lot of challenges because Spring Boot 4 was not easily supported by Java 25.
Correct.
So that time my face was like
Okay, it means like you have added some dependency migration as well, right?
Yeah.
JWT also you have changed, and you did some changes in security config class as well, right?
Yeah.
Great. And you done with this entire task as well, right?
Yes.
Great. Perfect. Then see mates here, like almost will come up with the conclusion of this interview. Whatever like Akanksha given, all are the answers correct actually here. And definitely like upcoming days, I will like taking like many like nominations from corporates, those who want to like give us interview at our platform, right? Then feel free to like you can nominate. We'll add the video description actually one link there actually. You can simply just fill the form. Then definitely we'll connect with you and we'll give the chance for you as well to come here and give the mock sessions at our YouTube platform. And there are lots of videos we have added on core Java, then advanced Java, Spring Boot, and the toolwise Apache Kafka, Docker, Kubernetes, like what not, everything we have covered here almost, right? Yes. And daily like Sunday we're adding the projects as well. Please go through those sessions as well, and stay tuned with the like full stack Java developer YouTube channel, and do like share, subscribe the channel to get more updates. And if you are going to subscribe the channel, then and then you are getting the like notification. Then till if you haven't subscribed, then this is the right time. You can go ahead and subscribe our YouTube channel as well. And Akanksha, you want to add something here?
Yeah, thank you sir for this opportunity.
Okay. Then stay tuned with the Full Stack Java Developer YouTube channel, and for more learning, join us and start your career in Full Stack Java development.